Shock. Meghan gone mad as her dad drops a shocking video that opens up about a lascivious past since teenager. Text messages sent between the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex and her father Thomas Markle in the months leading up to their wedding show that the pair had tried to warn him that contacting the press would backfire, as the messages were referred to in court documents issued ahead of the first hearing and due to take place on Friday. In Meghan's privacy that claims against associated newspapers and publishers of the Mail on Sunday and the Mail Online over publication of a letter that she sent to her father. In the text sent on May 14, 2018, after calls to Mr. Markle at 75 went unanswered, Harriet wrote that Tom, Harry again, really need to speak to you. You do not need to apologize. We understand the circumstances, but going public will only make the situation worse. If you love Meghan and you want to make it right, then please call me, as there are two other options which don't involve you having to speak to the medium, who incidentally created the whole situation. So please call me so I can explain. As Meghan and I are not angry, we just need to speak to you. Thanks. Oh, and any speaking to the press will backfire. Trust me, Tom. Only we can help you, as we have been trying to from day one. As the documents state that rather than responding to the calls and the messages, Mr. Markle had issued a public statement through the US website, TMZ, that he had gone to the hospital because he had suffered a heart attack. As they also reveal that this is how Meghan first learned that her father was in hospital. And in a text to her father on May 15, 2018, 4 days before her wedding, Meghan had wrote, I've been reaching out to you all weekend, but you have not been taking any of our calls or replying to any of our texts. Very concerned about your health and safety, and have taken every measure to protect you, but not sure what more we can do if you don't respond. Do you need help? Can we send the security team down again? I am very sorry to hear you're in hospital, but need you to please get in touch with us. What hospital are you at? The Duchess had sent another text about 10 minutes later, saying, Harry and I had made a decision earlier today and are dispatching the same security guys you had turned away this weekend to be a presence on the ground to make sure you are safe, as they will be there at your disposal as soon as you need them. Please call as soon as you can. All of this is incredibly concerning, but your health is more important. Mr. Markle responded by saying he would be in hospital for a few days, but was okay, and he refused the offer of security. As the documents also showed Meghan's father that called her in the early hours of her wedding day, but the call was missed. As the documents which were issued in reply to the Associated Newspaper's defense of their case had revealed that Harry had then sent further messages from his wife's phone to provide Mr. Markle with details of the security team. As Harry also asked his father-in-law to speak to him about letting a security guard the couple and had sent the help to Mr. Markle return to his house, according to the court papers. As David Sherborne, the lawyer representing Meghan in her claim against the publisher, said in the documents that the claimant's husband had pleaded with Mr. Markle to let them help him. While Mr. Markle had responded later that evening to say that he appreciated the offer, but he did not feel in danger and would instead recover at a motel, as the claimant responded 10 minutes later to make a further request for the hospital details so that she would know where he was. As the claimant will refer to the fact that the defendant's description of this exchange intentionally omits any reference to the claimant or her husband attempting to protect Mr. Markle and ensure that he was safe. As a defense document filed by Associated Newspapers set out that Mr. Markle underwent emergency heart surgery on May 16, 2018, and that he texted his daughter on the same day to let her know that he would not be able to attend the wedding as his doctors would not allow him to fly. The document states that he told the claimant that he loved her and he wished her the best. He sent a follow-up message asking who he would be giving her away, and saying that if she had really needed him, he would come, and that he was sorry about all of this. In response, he had received the text message response signed Love M and H, but which was read as if it was from Prince Harry, amongst other things, admonishing Mr. Markle for talking to the press and telling him to stop, and accusing Mr. Markle of causing hurt to his daughter. As the text did not ask how the surgical procedure had gone, or how Mr. Markle was, or sent him good wishes. As Mr. Markle was deeply hurt and responded with a curt message, "I have done nothing wrong to hurt you, Meghan, or anyone else, and I know nothing about 20 phone calls. I'm sorry, my heart attack is there in any convenience for you," and a couple of more short messages.